How high will this Bitcoin bounce go? That's the question. I posted this and I said there is a decent probability for a Bitcoin bounce here. I'll give you all my reasoning. But there are people like Ran who want to know how high this bounce goes. So I dedicate this daily update to those people. I'm going to talk about where I see the reversal, why I close my short positions that we open up at 75,000, and why I believe that we can have a decent relief rally, even though there is so much uncertainty throughout the week. If you don't know who I am, there's a lot of you here. Welcome everybody. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. All we do here is a daily update every single day where I teach you and I show you how I navigate the market. These are 5 to 10 minutes, so I don't want to waste your time. If there is nothing on the market, I just simply let you know in the community. We have a Telegram community, link in the description. You can just join in. The trade, for example, that I gave here as well. So welcome here. Subscribe to the channel. Join the 40,761 members already. Let's go. A couple of things. So the question really is, I posted this and I said there's a decent probability for a Bitcoin rally here. Now, if you have been following the channel, you know, I made a video on October, I called the top, and now here 13 days ago, I said I have not seen this Bitcoin pattern since the October top, and that's the reason why I have taken this short position live here on the channel and on the Telegram as well. Now, Bitcoin went down about 20% since that trade, and I have closed it. I'll let you know the other day, actually yesterday, I said that I have closed my positions. Where is it? It's actually here. I said I'm closing my positions. There's a potential we go lower from here, but the liquidation cascade I was expecting from 𝗙{tic), it didn't happen. Next week is going to be big, which is going to be this week, and I'm not rushed, but I will buy back 30-40% on spot. Now, I'm going to do a video on that separately, but the whole idea here was that I was expecting, if you have been here, even on the show on Friday, I've been saying that I want to see a bounce here, a market structure shift and a bounce, and I did see that. So if I go down onto the 15-minute, let me just do this here. If I go down onto the 15-minute chart, by the way, for all of you who are new here, okay, this might be a little bit jargon and you don't understand it first, just come back every single day. These are how these are designed, 5 to 10 minutes. If you don't have that, well, you might just, well, you know, log off now. But if you do, then just come back every day and you will catch up. Okay, let's go. So if you look at this, the whole idea was that when we get down here, I wanted to see a market structure shift. And I did see that, right? So there was a higher high formed on the 15-minute level right in this 4-hour, right after this right after this daily and 4-hour liquidation down here below 60, right? So liquidity has been swept, and from there immediately there is a 15-minute market structure shift. Why do I say this is a market structure shift? Because there is 3 consecutive candles. 1, 2, 3 consecutive candles to the opposite direction of the trend, and that basically confirms that there is buying pressure here. Then there is a close below there, which is a market structure break, a continuation to the of the downtrend, and then immediate V-shaped reversal. So that basically confirms that there is buying pressure here. This buying pressure was able to overtake this selling pressure, and there is a potential for a reversal. When that happened, I took this trade with the stop loss down here, and as we moved higher, as I've seen the market structure established, I have moved my stop loss all the way up here at 60,100 below this low, which is the strong low right now, okay? So what do I see and what is going to happen? I drafted this as well, by the way. All this was in the Telegram. So I actually said this, this is the plan, right? So I drafted this thing here, and that was what I just deleted, this little thing. So it turned out to be okay. And I do have these positions open, obviously. So I'm running 3. I'm doing 3 challenge for 3 prop firm accounts. I'm up about $1,000 on this, and then 1,500 on the other 2. If you don't know what a prop firm is, they are they're not our sponsors, but we do have an affiliate link. They basically, you can get capital up to $150,000 by taking these challenges that I'm taking with you here. If you look at this, for example, I'm up about 30% on getting this $100,000 account. If I get to $110,000 profit, which I'm doing here every day, then you get that. There is a 50% off happening till this Wednesday. So you have 2 more days if you want to participate in this. They have done this because it's their anniversary. They never do off, so go and check that out. But ultimately, I'm running these accounts and I've taken the long position. I've closed the short positions, and here is what I'm actually eyeing. So what I want to see on the lower time frame, I don't want to see a break below here, right? I don't want to see a break below 61,200 because it would still be bullish, but I would not really like to see that. There is a massive imbalance here. We're just going up, elevator up, staircase down. As I always say, you always want to be on the elevator no matter what direction the elevator is going to. So here I say the same thing. There is a massive elevator up and staircase down. So even though it's a big week, I do believe that we can have a retrace. Now, is that the bottom? I have no idea. Two things that is important to note here. One, I posted here and I said in the Telegram that I didn't see the liquidation cascade. When I was talking about sub 60 for the past freaking, I don't even know how long, for the past month, the reason why I've been speaking about sub 60 is because this level serves as magnet in a market that looks like this. This is a downtrending market. Again, elevator down, staircase up, elevator down, staircase up, elevator down, staircase up. At one point, we are going to take or create a market structure shift, but until then, these levels are like magnets for the price because of liquidity. But what I thought was going to happen is that once we break below this level, I always say I'm not a fortune teller, right? I'm just playing the charts. Once we break below this level, there's not even a close though, but once we break below, there should be a liquidation cascade, not only because of the play stop losses, but also because all the manual stop and all the mental stop for people that that said, okay, if we go back to 60, like I'm out, you know? But that didn't happen. And that gives me massive confidence that this is nothing else but so to say, like a very strong manipulation, and that means that we should see a manipulation to the upside to trap more people. Now here's what I'm expecting to happen, right? On the 1 hour chart, I'm actually looking at this region first. This is where I'm looking to take profit, so about 65,000-ish. Go back to Ren's question, how high this bounce goes. I believe it goes at least to 65,500-ish. And once I see that, something like this, once I see that, all I want to see is a 15-minute market structure shift. If that happens, if we see a 15-minute market structure shift, a lower low that we've seen here as well, and I update you all the time about, then I'm going to close my long position and I'm opening a short one, right? Because we're going lower. Then we're just simply following the same market structure. But there is a possibility that we come all the way back to the 50%, whether we do that on the daily and come all the way to 71,000, or we do that on the 4 hour and we come back all the way to the 66.5. This is probably more likely actually 66.5, and then touch on to any of these points of interest order blocks, right? That could be the thing that happens. So ultimately, I am bullish. I think the next target is 65,500. From there, where I really want to get interested is 66,005. And then from there, we'll see if it shows us a market structure shift or just keeps rallying. If we close above 75,000, I will say the bottom is most likely in. I don't think this is happening. I think we are going to reject. But if we close above 75,000, I do believe that there is a 74,000. There is a massive possibility that this down here at 59 is the bottom. Ultimately, there are a lot of things to consider here, and I'm gonna go into the lower time frame as well. But a lot of things to happen. The SpaceX IPO happened this Friday. We'll see if sailors sold or didn't. There's a lot of things. Israel and Iran already, you know, again bombing each other. So there's a lot of things that need to be ironed out. This is why I'm also very cautiously moving up my stop loss. And once this actually goes above here and closes above, I am going to put my stop loss below this level, so about 61,100, because it becomes basically a risk-free trade. And then I'm just I'm not worried about, you know, missing it or a flash crash or whatever that might happen. So ultimately, this is what I'm looking for, and I do believe that the next target is again 65-ish. So I'm actually going to move this down here somewhere here about 65,000, 66,000, somewhere here. It's going to be a decent trade, and then we take it level by level from there. Very important, join in on the community if you're not in there, because this is where I can update you whenever I move the stop loss, whatever I do. Link in the description is free. It's basically just a channel. And also check out the promo from Bitfunded. It's 50% off. And again, as you see, I'm passing these accounts. I can actually go back to the other account as well. I have this one here. This is up at $105,000, so about 30% as well on these flashes. So you get the point. Links in the description. Thank you for being here. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you tomorrow. As always, take care. Ciao, ciao.